Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Thursday yesterday. Today is Friday, October 28th, 2022, and it is a day A. Also, for those who are taking instrument lessons, it is also a day 5. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you to please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. I am so thankful that you are here today. It's amazing to know that every single day we have some of the best kids in our community come and congregate. That's a fancy word for gather right here in this one building. And we do some great things. A lot of you guys are learning. A lot of you guys are doing your best. I should say all of you guys, really. And what makes me feel really great, too, is that we're practicing showing that love, care, and encouragement. I love the respect, the responsibility, and readiness from so many of you guys. So often, as I'm standing in the hallway, in the office, and you're in the hallways, I might get a little heart from some of you guys through the window. That makes me feel amazing. I want you guys to continue to be amazing people, not just out in the world, but also for ourselves right here at our school. Now let's just jump into our 4 meal choices for today. Choice 1, the hot meal, is French bread cheese pizza, which, by the way, when I was a kid, one of my favorites to have for lunch, French bread cheese pizza. Choice 2, yogurt parfait with snack bag. Choice 3, a lunchbox meal for our kindergarten through 2nd grade students, and then that's with ham. And then for our 3rd through 6th grade students, a ham sandwich. Last but not least, choice 4, sun butter sandwich. Make your choices, guys. All right, now, you guys know we have 3 expectations here at the school. Number 1, show that you're respectful. Number 2, show that you are responsible. And number 3, show that you are ready for the day, ready to learn, ready to struggle. Learning is hard. Sometimes there's a struggle with it. If you've ever played sports, whether it's learning how to hit a ball in baseball, or even if you dance or do any hobby, playing the banjo, there are going to be parts of that thing that you're learning that are going to be really hard. It's going to take time, and you're going to have to struggle. But most of us have learned by now that sometimes you got to put in the struggle. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be so frustrating. And over time, you'll get better and better. And you'll look back and say, you know what? I made it. But you got to get through the struggle. I want to ask you a question, boys and girls. We are in October still. We're talking still about getting to be anti-bullying, right? We want to stop bullying. My question is this. Can we, whether we mean it or not, can we bully ourselves? Can Mr. Lin bully himself? Can you bully yourself? And a lot of us might think, no, there's no way you can do that. Why would I bully myself? Well, let me ask you this question. Have you ever told yourself you just can't do it? Have you ever written yourself off? This is true for teachers. Can your teacher bully him or herself, right? Have you ever just looked at a situation and said, I can't do it, right? Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying that we will be successful in the end or not. But sometimes when we tell ourselves we can't do something, we're telling ourselves that we're just not good enough. And boys and girls, whenever we tell somebody else they're not good enough, or we tell ourselves we're not good enough and we never will be good enough, that's kind of like bullying. So I want you, when we talk about stopping bullying, I want you today to really concentrate on stopping those moments when you might accidentally bully yourself, right? The moments in time where maybe you're learning something in math and you say, I can't do it, and you give up. Or those moments in time when, you're asked to, control your hands and your feet. And yes, some of us are really wiggly and we just say, you know what, it'll never happen, I'm giving up. Every time you tell yourself that you will never be good enough is a moment when you are just bullied yourself into giving up. Every time you give up, there's something in you that has bullied yourself. So boys and girls, today I want you to be a hero, not just to all others, right? Not just help others, not just empathize, not just report, not just to be open to others, but also be a hero to yourself, right? Help yourself. empathize and study your own feelings. And if you're getting to that point where it's not healthy, you've got to switch your mindset. Report to yourself when you're bullying yourself so that your brain and your heart can say, we've got to shift. We've got to fix ourselves and ultimately be open with yourself. Okay? That's something I want you guys to think about. Yes, bullying, a lot of times when we think about it, is about how we treat others. Today, I want you to continue to take care of others, but also take care of yourself. All right. Now, special announcements today. No special announcements. Those of you guys, by the way, who are interested in applying for the student council, make sure that you have everything turned in today. Today's the due date. The other special announcement I wanted to share with you guys is this. Sometimes when you guys go outside for recess, your teachers may or may not let you bring chalk out. That's up to your teachers. But ultimately, what I need you guys to do is practice respect and responsibility and readiness for our school, right? So what can you do with chalk? You can make amazing, beautiful pictures, right? And what's really cool is that once you go back inside, your great pictures on the ground will be there for other people to look at. Art makes people feel great, right? Not just yourself, but it's a great way of showing beauty in the world. It's amazing. I love that kind of art. But one thing that I want to ask you to do, I'm going to ask and tell you guys that I really need you guys to do, is please make sure that we are not drawing on the walls, okay? It's just a lot harder to wash it off. On a rainy day, if you draw something on the ground, it can wash off and, it'll be a clean slate, and the next person who comes out with chalk they can illustrate again. Rain doesn't take the chalk off as easily off the walls. So what I'm asking you to do, now if you feel like you've made a mistake and you didn't intend to disrespect the school, that's okay. Now that you know, I'm going to ask you to stop now. But if you didn't know before, that's okay. Now you know, okay? Ultimately, whether it's at recess or when you are here just hanging out after hours and there's nobody around, once again, think about doing the right thing when nobody else is looking. Boys and girls, the other thing too is this. Create beautiful art. Create art that will make people feel good about their world. Create art that will make you feel good about yourself. Create art that will make people feel good about others. I was talking to a 6th grader yesterday who, in our conversation, we're talking about how amazing little quotes are, right? Like here's a quote that I like. If you don't think small things make a difference, go to bed with a mosquito, right? Well, what is that telling you? Well, small things like a mosquito if you went to bed and there was a mosquito under the covers, you're going to wake up really itchy, right? No matter how small that thing is. Now, of course, you could do small things that are amazing, right? So quotes, you could write quotes with chalk. You could spread amazing messages. What I don't want you guys to do is spread messages that hurt people, right? Words that we shouldn't use in school. Don't use those. I know that sometimes we come across and we might even have to report words that are inappropriate for school to your teachers. You're better than that. Spread the love, spread the good, okay? All right, now last but not least, this day in history. I'm going to show you a picture. You may or may not know what I'm showing you here, but this is New York City, and there's a statue right here. That's the Statue of Liberty. Many of you guys may know about it, maybe you don't. But today, October 28th, back in 1886, 136 years ago, was the day when we officially commemorated the Statue of Liberty. It basically was officially completed. Today's the birthday of the Statue of Liberty, guys. And it's pretty cool. It's one of the most iconic statues in our country. It is a long time ago when people would sail ships. This statue was there to welcome people to America. Pretty cool way of welcoming people. And it's still there. If you ever go to New York City, check it out. All right. If you haven't heard it from anybody else, I want you to hear from me. I love you. Care about you. I'm here to encourage you. Spread the message, guys. Can't wait to see you guys around. Have a great Friday.